Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Three Amiibros playing through DmC Devil May Cry, the 2013 reboot of the Devil May Cry series by Ninja Theory.
Ooh.
But that's just a theory, a ninja theory.
Is that a reference to something?
Get me back my eye.
Yeah, remember that
To the tower.
that theory, that game theory video.
The more you know.
I don't think I'm getting it, but it's fine.
What was this level called at the beginning? I saw it at the beginning of the part. It's like eyeless or something.
I don't know. You know what? I totally wasn't paying attention. But so the goal of this mission is we're going to be tracking down this guy's other eye. So that's pretty fun. We're going to be tracking down some harpies.
So we have to find and destroy some harpy lady sisters.
That's correct.
Hold on, we need to find. So this man's eye was stolen. It wasn't like destroyed or
Fell off his head.
demolished.
Yeah, no, it was taken. You know, you notice he has that half, that like sort of half of his, or it's like a quarter of his head is missing, kind of thing.
Right.
So we are going to find that part of his head.
Oh, okay. Because when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, he must have lost his head. No pun intended. In some sort of battle. But no, it's actually
took it.
It's somebody took his head.
Yeah,
That's not right.
This is me trying to think about how to destroy this thing. Do I do it? Can I do it?
Oh, is he gonna do
God.
it? Is he gonna do it? Is it?
Oh,
There
you
we
got
go.
it.
Got it. Okay.
That
Great.
ledge grab.
Yeah, so those are actually, there's the second angel weapon that we get will allow you to sort of more easily take care of that. And I don't have enough keys to go through that. So
The second one will just pretty much like negate the entire reason for having the first one.
yeah. Well, no, they're still pretty different. The whatever. We'll talk about that when we get that second thing, and then we'll talk about the differences between the weapons.
I'm noticing a little more branching pathways as we go on into the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of it sort of strewn throughout, sort of by necessity. I mean, there's a lot of hidden stuff. Well, not a lot of hidden stuff in this game, but there is hidden stuff in this game. So, you know, there are a fair amount of little tucked away nooks and crannies to find stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask, was that subway passing like an animated sequence, or if you get ahead of yourself, can you actually get hit by it?
He jumps back when it comes up, but you can get hit by this one now. Upside down demon train.
We're about to see the results of Dante's training.
God damn it, Jordan.
I'm missing all of these references you're spouting today, Jordan.
No, you missed nothing. That was just a bad pun.
Oh, training! Oh, man, that is a pretty bad pun. Oh, okay, I messed up that. But yeah, so you can actually you can hit guys into the train here, and that makes this fight pretty easy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sure you can.
Tiger uppercut.
Yeah, lots of. Yeah. Listen, there's been a lot of uppercut moves in the days of the video games.
So it's funny that they infiltrated the train system too.
Yeah, well, a lot of this area of the game is train stations. Like a lot of it, I mean, even leading into this area, you sort of are following a train track. Maybe it's not leading into this one. Maybe it's going out of it.
Dan.
What? Hi.
I like trains. Please tell me you
that
get
a
Landed on
reference?
thick today, Jordan.
I'm missing that one. I'm missing that one now.
Wait, Dan, you got it right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it, ASDF?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, basically in those cartoons, like, just this one kid is like, I like trains, and then, like, trains would run over everyone.
Oh, that's not gruesome at all, but
Well, it's
all
stick
right.
figures. It's stick figures, man.
Hey, man, stick figures have a right to live, too.
Most of my entire like adolescence was consisted of mostly of watching cartoons of stick figures dying in really gruesome ways.
Well, the old Flash days with like Xiao Xiao.
Yeah, Xiao Xiao was a big one. That I mean, I still think that thing is pretty awesome, actually. I haven't gone back and watched it in a while, but I watched it a lot of times back in the day. I used to go on Stick Death a lot.
Oh God, I'm remembering. I'm flashing back to every single Flash game on E-Bombs World.
Yeah, Stick
for
Death
me,
is sort of pre-E-Bombs World.
For me, it was
there's-
like, oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was just like a website that was like all of these animations that this guy had done of just stick figures killing each other and doing all kinds of things. There was a lot of Limp Bizkit involved. There were a lot of Full Metal Jacket quotes involved. It was pretty stupid, and I almost exclusively watched it from the ages of like 11 to 12 and a half.
Those were the days.
I used to watch those kind of things on like Flash Player and Newgrounds, but it's like I'm back in the day. It wasn't really stick figures that got me, it was just like the video game parodies, from like Legendary Frog and like the Decline of Video Gaming. Those ones were like the really ones I watched a lot, and those one actually really did inspire me to become an animator to some extent back then. So and get into Flash. So I mean,
Sure.
There's that, but I used to watch those more than the stick figure ones.
Did you guys ever
Yeah,
watch
I mean-
That being said, there was like a Tetris one that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I watched a lot of like really bad videos of like this thing's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, but not actually Dragon Ball Z, or like things that are like, here's some Pokemon and they're like hanging out and smoking drugs.
Yeah, the old days of those kind of things. But
Yeah.
I think in terms of like the stick figure one, my favorite is there's this one. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's called Tetris. It's basically
have not.
It's basically it's a stick figure, and basically it's just like chilling out somewhere, and then suddenly the like a Tetris blocks just start falling everywhere like a game of Tetris, and he has to try to survive and not get crushed by them. It's actually
Oh, so it's
really
kind of
nice.
like Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe. If you played that game.
No,
but
I've
that's
never.
that's the real name of a game. I'm not like a clever guy coming up with a fun title.
Did you guys ever follow the Ego Raptors Awesome series back in the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
No,
were
I find I really like Ego Raptors. Like I like his I like Sequelitis a lot. I find everything else he's done to be pretty annoying, and I don't really like it.
I have mixed feelings about it. Like I mean, like he's cool and all, but like some of his work I like, some of it I don't. Like Sequelitis, I have very mixed feelings about it. Cause I'm just like, the first two were great, and then he basically ruined that one about Legend of Zelda, which was terrible.
No, I thought
it
that
was-
was really good. I think, I mean, as someone who recently played Ocarina of Time for the first time, I think a lot of his criticisms are like very, very valid and pretty well explained about why Ocarina of Time is kind of a bummer.
Well, he actually sort of, glorifies Ocarina of Time a lot, and for reasons which I think are not really valid. I think there's still a lot of bias in basically everything he's saying, and it doesn't.
I mean, I don't think bias is a problem when you're listening to a person for their opinion.
I know, but the problem is that there's some parts of it where he just sort of states it as fact instead of opinion, and I'm just like, well, this opinion is flawed and it's not fact, which I have.
I mean, you don't need to listen. If someone says something, they don't need to say, in my opinion, this. Like, you're listening to them say it, so it's obviously their opinion.
Yeah, but I know, but honestly, I found that entire one annoying just because it's not beyond the fact that I didn't agree with it. It's just like there was basically like half an hour of circle jerking.
Anyways, we got the eye. As
So
you
we
saw.
got this eye. Yeah, I was gonna say we got this head thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's his eye.
Oh, so wait, what were the demons doing with his eye? Why do they need this man's eye?
I'm pretty sure they just took it because they're dicks. I'm pretty I don't think there's any validation ever. It's just like, they took my eye.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, okay.
These guys were basically like the equivalent of like Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was
I'm
just gonna
need
say,
that guy-
yeah.
I'm gonna need that guy's eye.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie. Looking forward to
good
the
one.
second one. They got Kurt Russell in it.
Yeah, that's exciting, for sure. I mean, having known nothing about it, I just fell down. Yeah,
Wait,
this
that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so this is
no.
sort of like... Okay, so you have limited time on each of these platforms here.
Yeah. So you really have to sort of stay in the air on this one and take these guys out. I'm not
glass.
really playing this particularly well. I'm doing a pretty bad job because if I was smart, what I would be doing right now is switching to, like, well, actually it's not true. I don't have the shotgun yet, so never mind.
You get a
Disregard
shotgun?
everything I just said. I'm doing okay. You eventually get a shotgun, and that makes these enemies a lot easier.
That was a cracking good fight. Now, how do I get back?
That was a cracking good fight.
Oh yeah, always
Keep
got
it
those
PG,
one-liners.
Dante.
He's Scottish now.
Yeah.
That was a real shock when I went to Scotland. Just hearing like people say cracking all the time. That's a real thing.
That's the thing they say, cracking?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you're having a cracking good time," you know, like that. That's like a
Release the
thing.
Kraken.
Well, they don't say that, actually, surprisingly. Yeah, like something being cracking is like something being like awesome or like great.
Nice.
And it's also that's a weird slang term because if you're not Scottish and you say it, you sound like an idiot. But if you are Scottish and you say it, it totally works.
I don't think Scrooge McDuck says that once, and I'm a little disappointed now in retrospect.
You don't think so? I don't know, man. I also don't know if Scrooge McDuck is really a good representative.
Good
of Scottish
representation
people.
of what a Scottish person is. Well, they've got the new series coming out, so they
What?
might have DuckTales is coming back.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
No, are you kidding? I've been waiting for this since my childhood.
Have you though? Like, have you been waiting for like really like a new DuckTales show, or do you just want to watch the old ones? Because guess what? You can do that. You can watch the old ones a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, they can get sort of dated, because of their cultural references and whatnot. I think an updated DuckTales would be most welcome. I personally, I just enjoy the DuckTales franchise overall. I think the games are excellent, despite being balls to the walls hard. But I think Scrooge McDuck is pretty cool. I think the characters are likable enough. So yeah, I say bring on the new DuckTales.
Well, before you say that, though, I think I was reading or watching a little bit about the how they're rebooting the Powerpuff Girls. And,
Oh yeah, I heard it was pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, is it? No.
I haven't watched it myself, but apparently it's pretty bad, and they try to like put like memes and crap all over the place.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah, you don't
come on.
you don't have the good hand. You gotta have that Gennady Tartakovsky. That's his name, right?
I don't know. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. Gendy
Yeah, neither do I.
something.
Yeah. Anyways, you gotta get that deft hand, man. Like that guy. That's the guy. Who now I guess all he does is Hotel Transylvania movies, which is kind of a bummer, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Apparently they're making a Hotel Transylvania show.
Sorry?
Sorry, Jordan. You were saying?
I said apparently they're making a Hotel Transylvania show, and it looks just like the designs look just like Gendy's stuff.
Oh,
So
like it's
I'm not
2D?
sure. I'm not sure. Huh?
Like it's 2D?
Yeah, it's a 2D cartoon series.
That's
But I'm not
pretty
sure exactly like what it's. I'm not exactly sure if he's a character designer, but it looks like something he would do.
That's great. I like that dude. I like his style. I wish he was still doing it. 'Cause it doesn't seem to be.
No, like that happens to a lot of writers. The writers from Animaniacs went on to do the Pac-Man TV show, and that's
really?
not a. I mean, I think that's a bit of a step down.
Like how many of the writers?
Oh wow, I think it might just be like one,
Yeah.
very
yeah.
possibly.
I mean,
yeah.
that,
So it's
that
not like
happens.
all, but like yeah, I find it's a trending thing now, especially after hearing this Powerpuff Girl thing. Like, I'm just disappointed that it's not doing well because I haven't really been following along with it ever since it got released. But it's disappointing to hear that it's not doing too hot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's doing. I mean, it might be doing well. I just hear it is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's doing, like, ratings-wise. Like, it's probably doing okay, right? It's a cartoon. Cartoons do well.
Depends.
Cartoons do generally do well. The Sonic Boom cartoon is surprisingly doing very well.
Yeah,
apparently.
Sonic has a lot of cash with the youngins.
Yeah, no, it got renewed pretty quickly, I believe, the Sonic Boom series, and from what I've seen, it's actually sort of funny. I find it doesn't stay true to, like, Sonic's form, but as a show, it is well done.
Okay, because we all know like how the game ended up turning out.
Don't remind me.
Please tell me you didn't play it.
I beat that game the week it came out, Jordan.
Oh man.
And I think it's worse than 06. But that's Sonic. Maybe we'll get to that one day. Maybe we won't. Here's Dante. Look, he's returning this guy's eye.
Let's talk about a much better character.
Okay, that's not the point I was going for, but sure.
This is pretty cool. You get to see him toss his eye back in.
Well, so it is his eye, not like half his skull.
I mean, it's a third of his skull.
I can see. I can fight. I know no one gets that reference.
Nope.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Right over my head.
That was a good show.
That is a good show.
Well, it was, and now it's not.
And here's where I'd put my eye, if I had one. Sorry, now I'm doing it. God damn it, Jordan.
I could explain why Fairly Odd Parents is terrible, but I think that'd be really off topic right now.
Yeah, I'm cool.
What's this guy? What do we need this guy for?
We'll soon see. Well, mostly it's like, hey, if you find a guy who isn't evil in the demon world, you might want to hang out with that guy. Other thing is that, yeah, there you go. He'd take him to the tower. He'd like get him there. That's the main thing. But also he knows Sparta, or he knew his dad, so that's a good thing.
I like this guy. He seems pretty chill.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I could have used a little bit more of him in this game, even. But it's good. We get him for about 3 missions.
Oh, that's not too bad. Sounds like he's underused though.
Yeah.
A little bit. He's more just like a cool side character. He's not really meant to take the stage.
He looks pretty nice. I mean, I would prefer to see him around better than like Virgil.